consciousness understood the real taste of excellence. It has tried hard to make this ultimate experience lifelong stable. We have done many experiments, countless explorations, and initiatives to achieve the ultimate goal of life, that is, happiness. This attempt made us restless and far from what we call excellence, because the attempts were only made on the external world, and we were left with internal loneliness, sadness, and discontentment. We have laboratories with origin points of discoveries and inventions which helped us shape our modern day lifestyle. In this chase, we missed the very essence, awareness of real self. Instead of searching ourselves in the external world, it is time to step inwards towards a journey of self discovery and self awareness. This journey is to observe our own thoughts, to become master of our mind, enhance decision making of intellect, and to explore a long forgotten true quality. In this journey of self discovery, JCRC brings you the spiritual research cell, where you could experience not only the tranquility but could convert it into a lifelong experience. As you step in this place, you step inwards into your own thought laboratory to experiment with self. The meditation room is a silent zone for reflection, contemplation, and connecting the link of broken communication with self and supreme. The peaceful vibrations of the zone effortlessly inspires the mind to calm down and compose positive, powerful thoughts. Wisdom Hall is a dedicated place to conduct spiritual workshops, lectures, discussions, and collective meditation practice. A healthy mind resides in a healthy body. So here, with a unique path therapy, pranayam, and yogasana, the mind-body health balance is restored. To make this a long-lasting experience, a spiritual library with a collection of books and e-books on meditation, positive thinking, healthy lifestyle, biographies of illustrious people, along with meditation audio-visual aids is developed. As we think, so we become, and our thoughts make us vulnerable to many psychosomatic and lifestyle-related diseases. The research lab at Spiritual Research Cell is sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, to study the effects of meditation on diseases. The research lab is well equipped with a variety of devices to track the spiritual progress on your journey to know yourself better, with the aim to reclaim the innate happiness from spiritual amnesia to spiritual awareness. This small step is Spiritual Research Cell JCRC, the giant leap for mankind.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all, one and all, everyone. आज मैं चित्रा खंडेलवाल JECRC फाउंडेशन की तरफ से और RTU टेकविप थर्ड में मिलकर के जो 3 दिन का फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया थॉट मैनेजमेंट एंड लीडरशिप पे, इसमें हमारे बीच पहुंचे सभी डिग्निटरीज, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, टीचर्स का स्वागत करती हूँ। आज के इस ऐतिहासिक दिन पर मैं हमारे बीच पहुंची आज की हमारी मुख्य वक्ता ब्रह्मा कुमारी सिस्टर शिवानी जी का, जिन्हें सुनने के लिए बहुत सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स पूरे भारतवर्ष से जूम पर भी कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं, यूट्यूब पर भी लाइव देख रहे हैं। दीदी, आपका JECRC फाउंडेशन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
शांति, थैंक यू।
I also welcome our honorable chairman sir, Shri O.P. Agarwal ji, chairman JECRC Foundation. I also welcome, we have with us Professor R.A. Gupta ji, Vice Chancellor, Rajasthan Technical University. We have Dr. D.P. Mishra ji, President JECRC University. Our directors, Shri Arpit Agarwal ji, Amit Agarwal ji, and Principal JECRC, Professor V.K. Chamna ji, I welcome you all. कहते हैं हर सफल संस्था के पीछे उसके लीडर्स का हाथ होता है। ऐसे हमारे एमिनेंट लीडर श्री ओपी अग्रवाल सर आज मौजूद हैं आज के इस ओकेजन पे, और सर के बारे में बताना चाहूंगी। He has a very vast experience in the field of tax consultation. He has been nominated as a member in Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Ayog by the government of Rajasthan. And he is a true educationist, chartered accountant. सर का मार्गदर्शन हमें समय समय पर मिलता रहता है, जिससे कि हम गुणवत्तापूर्ण कार्य कर पाते हैं। I now request you to please welcome our today's guest, Sister Shivani ji, and also inspire us in today's occasion. Over to you, Shri O.P. Agarwal sir.
A very good afternoon to the congregation of peace seekers present here. The very word awakening could be defined as an act or moment of becoming suddenly aware of something. It could be an awakening of our mind, our soul, our personality, or our spiritual energy. It could be awakening of an individual, a society, a nation, or the entire human race. Friends, past over nearly 10 months or so, the world has witnessed desolation and gloom like it had experienced never before. This pandemic has tested the very limits of human endurance and the strength of human character. It has taken away our dear ones from us. It has kept us away from friends and families, and it has changed the way the mankind interact with each other. At this juncture, when the world continues to reel under this long night of anxiety, it needs more than ever the enlightened people who can help us awaken from the distress. It is my distinct honor to welcome Sister B.K. Shivani, whose contribution in awakening of our society has been paramount. I myself, the students, faculty members, dignitaries gathered from all over the country feel immensely fortunate to have you among us. Sister B.K. Shivani has become a household name in today's world. Her thoughts on living values, self-management, inner powers, harmony in relationships, laws of karma, healing, self-empowerment, self-discipline, and spiritually, the wisdom has been benefited people immensely in their day-to-day lives and day-to-day working. Her compassionate, wise, and sweet nature immediately establishes her connect with the addressees. She is a senior faculty of Raj Yoga meditation of the Brahma Kumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya and travels all around the world for spiritual ceremonies. I myself is a beneficiary of watching the television program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris, and I do not remember the number of years I am watching it over. Sister B.K. Shivani, we at JECRC Foundation feel a very responsible educational organization of more than 2 decades of our existence. We have always been a loud advocate of instilling a strong value system in our students. We believe that the spiritual and emotional well-being of our students, staff, and parents Sorry for the interruption. Staff and parents reflects greatly on the kind of society we constitute and contributes to the intellectual growth of the nation. We strongly focus on development of human potential of our students, while also inculcating the spirit of goodwill, love, and cooperation in them. We promote the sharing of moral values and divine virtues along with the spread of technical knowledge, and Brahma Kumaris have been our torch bearers in this endeavor. Under the Brahma Kumaris guidance, I take pride with all humility at my command. The JCRC Foundation has become the only educational institution in the country, rather I would say the first institution in the country to have a dedicated Raj Yoga thought laboratory that provides lifelong learning to our students through spiritual awareness. Sister B.K. Shivani ji, the world today is crammed with the stress, anger, negativity that causes conflict in the society. It is a cardinal need of the hour to recognize the intrinsic spirituality of human beings and help them rediscover the goodness in them. With this objective, JCRC Foundation has organized this 3-day ensemble of motivational speakers, thought leaders, and spiritual healers to help us help all the listeners strengthen the individual awareness of their dignity and their inherent worth. Your session today will be a milestone event in this journey, and I am confident that will become a medium of positive change for all of us today. Your teachings and universal principles and values will guide us towards the spirit of sincerity and brotherhood. With these words, I once again welcome you to the virtual stage of thought management and leadership talk at JCRC Foundation, and look forward to a riveting session that will lead us into a superior state of awakening. Thank you for your patient hearing and your time. Best wishes to all.
Thank you so much, sir. I now request Sister Shivani to enlighten us.
Om Shanti. Let's take a minute of silence. And as we take this minute of silence, let's just look at our mind. अपने मन को देखते हैं. ऐसे देखें जैसे किसी और चीज को देख रहे हैं. साक्षी होकर अपने मन को देखें. थॉट्स कौन सी चल रही है? आज सारा दिन में आधा दिन पूरा हो चुका है. मेरे थॉट्स की क्वालिटी कैसी रही है? And most important, just remind yourself कि ये सारी थॉट्स जो चल रही है, ये जो संकल्प, ये सोच जो चल रही है, ये मेरी रचना है. I am the creator of these thoughts. ये कहीं से आ नहीं रही है. I am the creator of this thought. ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. अच्छे से देखिएगा. आज सारा दिन में जो सोच रहे थे, जो बोल रहे थे, I am the creator of every thought, every word. मैं रचयिता हूँ. I have a choice. I am the creator, and so I have a choice of what to think, how long to think. And I have the power to change, to change. So I create, I choose, and whenever I want, I can change it. ओम शांति। सारा दिन में ये बीच बीच में करते रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये जीवन का वो एस्पेक्ट है जिस तरफ मेजॉरिटी लोग देख ही नहीं रहे हैं। जैसे हमारा घर है तो हम रोज उस घर की सफाई तो करते ही हैं, हर चीज को अच्छे से कपड़ा मार देते हैं, जमीन पे झाड़ू मार रहे हैं, पोछा कर रहे हैं, बट वी क्लीनिंग द हाउस एवरी डे। लेकिन अगर कोई एक कोना है या कोई एक कबर्ड है जिसकी तरफ हम जाते नहीं ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, जस्ट वन कॉर्नर, बाकी घर तो हम बहुत अच्छे से साफ कर रहे हैं। जस्ट विजुअलाइज, अपना घर सामने लेकर आइए कि हम अपने पूरे घर की सफाई करते हैं, बस एक कोना ही है सिर्फ, या एक छोटी सी कबर्ड है या एक छोटा सा ड्रॉर है, उसको ही नहीं खोलते सिर्फ। कई दिन बीत गए, इनफैक्ट कई साल ही बीत गए, उस कोने में गए ही नहीं। लेकिन उस एक कोने में ऐसा कुछ जमने लग गया, ऐसा कुछ डर्ट इकट्ठा होने लग गया कि उसकी जो वाइब्रेशन है, या कहें उसकी जो स्मेल है, उसकी जो एनर्जी है, वो उस एक कोने से पूरे घर में रेडिएट होने लग गई। तो भी हमें नहीं पता चला कि ये कौन से कोने से आ रहा है, लेकिन हमें घर में कुछ डिफरेंट दिखाई देने लगा कि भाई घर की वाइब्रेशन ठीक नहीं है, ये स्मेल कहाँ से आ रही है, ये कहाँ से आ रही है। और जब वो स्मेल भी आई, हमें कुछ आ रहा है, ठीक अच्छा नहीं है ये कुछ, तो हमने क्या सोचा कि कुछ अच्छी वाली स्मेल वाली चीज़ चला देते हैं। तो हमने कोई एयर फ्रेशनर लगा दिया, हमने अगरबत्ती चला दी, हमने कहा ये जो बदबू आ रही है ये खत्म हो जाए। तो उस बदबू के सोर्स को नहीं ढूंढा, उस सोर्स को ठीक नहीं किया, हमने कुछ और अच्छा वाला जलाने की कोशिश की ताकि ये किसी तरह दब जाए। और वो दब भी जाती थी, क्योंकि वो जो दूसरी वाली स्मेल थी वो उसके ऊपर डोमिनेंट हो जाती थी, लेकिन फिर वो कहीं से आ जाती थी। एंड आज वो हमारे इस मकान के काफ़ी सारे पहलुओं पर असर डाल गई है। अब तो हम इस स्टेज पर आकर पहुंचे हैं कि हमें ये पता भी चल गया है कि वो कोना कौन सा है। वी नो इट, विच कॉर्नर ऑफ माई हाउस इट इज। पता चल गया है। इमेजिन कि हमें पता चल गया है कि ये कोना है, यहाँ पे कुछ गंदा है और इस गंदे की वजह से मेरे पूरे घर पर उसका असर पड़ रहा है। लेकिन पता लगने के बाद भी हम कहते हैं उस कोने के पास जाने के लिए मेरे पास टाइम नहीं, पूरा घर ही इतना बड़ा है जिसको मुझे साफ करना है। तो वो कोना अभी भी रह जाता है। और अगर टाइम निकाल भी लेते हैं तो कहते हैं उसमें गंद इतना है कि मुझे साफ ही नहीं करना आता उस कोने को, और फिर हम उसको छोड़ देते हैं। दिस इज द लाइफ ऑफ मेनी पीपल अराउंड अस। बहुतों के जीवन की ये सच्चाई है, और हमें पता है कि वो कोना कौन सा है। वो बहुत छोटा सा कोना है हमारे जीवन का, बहुत छोटा है बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट, लेकिन है बहुत छोटा सा। इतना छोटा है कि मेजॉरिटी लोग उस तरफ देख ही नहीं रहे, क्योंकि वो अपने घर को, मतलब अपनी जीवन को, अपनी दुनिया को बहुत सुंदर बनाने में लगे हुए हैं, विच इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट। लेकिन वो जीवन कहाँ से बन रही है, अगर उस मूल पर, उस रूट पर चेकिंग नहीं किया, तो फिर सब कुछ अच्छा होते हुए भी वो उतना अच्छा नहीं होता जितना हो सकता था. That is what is important. So it is a fortune. बहुत भाग्य है कि आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इस तरह की इस प्रोजेक्ट को या कहीं इस लेबोरेटरी को क्रिएट करके फिर उसको हर रोज सबको बेनिफिट कर रही है, जहाँ से कि बच्चे स्टूडेंट्स इस एज से ही उस कोने का ध्यान रखना सीख लेते हैं. एंड ट्रूली जब ये यहाँ से पास आउट होकर अपने जीवन में आगे जाएंगे, अलग अलग प्रोफेशंस में जाएंगे, अलग अलग रिश्तों में जाएंगे, लेकिन इनको एक चीज़ हमेशा याद रहेगी कि घर के उस कोने को साफ ज़रूर करना है, घर के उस कोने को चेक ज़रूर करना है. इनका बाकी मकान कभी थोड़ा ठीक होगा, कभी नहीं होगा, कभी जीवन में उतार आएंगे, कभी चढ़ाव आएगा, कुछ ना कुछ तो आता रहता है. लेकिन वो जो एक कोना है, ये इन्होंने उसको उतना स्ट्रांग बनाया हुआ होगा कि बाकी चीज़ों को हैंडल करना बहुत ईजी हो जाएगा. सो इसलिए कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू फॉर दिस एंड इट्स अ फॉर्च्यून. एंड एक्चुअली आपको बहुत सारी ब्लेसिंग्स मिलती हैं, सारी ब्लेसिंग्स उन सब बच्चों की, सारी ब्लेसिंग्स उनके पेरेंट्स की, ब्लेसिंग्स देश की, जो आप ऐसे नागरिक जो अपने मन का ध्यान रखना इस एज से शुरू कर रहे हैं, ऐसे नागरिक, ऐसे सिटीजन्स को हम देश में लेकर आ रहे हैं. बिकॉज थॉट्स एंड लीडरशिप, ये दोनों का कनेक्शन क्या है? थॉट्स एंड लीडरशिप. सोच, हमारी थॉट्स क्या क्या कर सकती हैं? हम सबको पता है कि कई थाउजेंड्स ऑफ थॉट्स सारा दिन चलती है, वो तो हमें पता है. लेकिन वो थॉट्स का असर कहाँ कहाँ आता है अपने जीवन में, अगर हम वो रियलाइज कर लें और फिर हमें लगे कि दैट्स द पावर ऑफ माई एवरी थॉट, तो फिर उस कोने का ध्यान रखना हमारे लिए जीवन का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट हिस्सा बन जाएगा. एवरी थॉट वी क्रिएट, इसको साथ साथ विजुअलाइज करते जाइएगा. एवरी थॉट वी क्रिएट, मतलब एक थॉट भी हमने क्रिएट की ना. सपोज आप एक कमरे में एंटर हुए और आपने थॉट क्रिएट की, कितना प्यारा रूम है, वन थॉट. या आप उसी रूम में एंटर हुए और आपने एक थॉट क्रिएट की, ये तो कुछ भी ठीक से जगह पर नहीं रखा हुआ है, दैट इज अ थॉट. आप किसी से मिले, आपने एक थॉट क्रिएट की, सच अ वंडरफुल पर्सन, कितने अच्छे संस्कार हैं. या आपने थॉट क्रिएट की, कैसा व्यक्ति है, ये भी कोई बात करने का तरीका था. इतनी छोटी छोटी थॉट्स होती हैं, इतनी छोटी और एक के बाद एक थॉट आती रहती है. लेकिन एक एक थॉट आउट ऑफ दोज थाउजेंड्स ऑफ थॉट्स, वो हमारे जीवन के किस किस पहलू पर असर कर रही है. आर एवरी थॉट फर्स्ट क्रिएट्स अ फीलिंग. हम जैसी सोच क्रिएट करेंगे वैसा हम फील करेंगे. आजकल कई बार हम कहते हैं आई एम नॉट फीलिंग नाइस टुडे, कोई कहता है आई एम फीलिंग वेरी लो टुडे, लेकिन वो फीलिंग लेवल पर चेक कर रहे हैं. फीलिंग तो सेकंड स्टेज है, फर्स्ट स्टेज क्या है? थॉट. तो हमारी हर थॉट हमारी फीलिंग क्रिएट करती है. सेकंड, हमारी हर थॉट हमारे शरीर के हर सेल को वाइब्रेट करती है. So just visualize from here. Every thought I'm creating radiates to every cell of my body. Every cell of my body. और इसीलिए हमारी सोच से हमारा स्वास्थ्य बनता है. Our thoughts create our health. First, our thoughts create our feelings. Second, our thoughts create our health. इसीलिए डॉक्टर्स आजकल बताते हैं ना हमें कि हमारी मेजॉरिटी बीमारियां लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस हैं, जीवन शैली. अब लाइफस्टाइल डज नॉट मीन ओनली ईटिंग, ड्रिंकिंग, स्लीपिंग, एक्सरसाइजिंग हैबिट्स. हम लाइफस्टाइल को भी सिर्फ बाहर ही देखते हैं कि हम खाते पीते क्या हैं, एक्सरसाइज कितना करते हैं और हमारा सोने का समय कैसा है. लाइफस्टाइल इज ओनली नॉट दैट. लाइफस्टाइल का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हिस्सा है सोचने का तरीका. क्योंकि लाइफ मतलब ये शक्ति, लाइफ, इसको लाइफ कहें, सोल कहें, लाइट कहें, पावर कहें, कॉन्शियसनेस कहें, ये लाइफ है. जब ये लाइफ निकल जाती है, ये डेड बॉडी है. लाइफ है तब हम ह्यूमन बीइंग है, निकल गए तो डेड बॉडी है. सो दिस इज द लाइफ. सो व्हेन वी से लाइफ स्टाइल, which means what is my style, of thinking, of feeling, of speaking, of behaving, मेरा लाइफस्टाइल क्या है? क्योंकि जो मेरा लाइफस्टाइल होगा यहाँ, वो सारी वाइब्रेशंस मेरे शरीर को पहुंच रही हैं। तो अब हम चेक कर सकते हैं कौन सी ऐसा सोचने का तरीका होगा, कौन सा ऐसा व्यवहार करने का तरीका होगा जिसकी एनर्जी हमारे शरीर के लिए अच्छी नहीं होगी, अच्छी नहीं होगी। और जब वो अच्छी एनर्जी हम रिपीटेडली रेडिएट करते रहते हैं तो फिर वो हमारे शरीर में बीमारी का रूप ले लेती है। इट मैनिफेस्ट अ डिजीज इन आवर बॉडी। So every thought we create from here, it's radiating to our body, and once it radiates to our body, it creates a disease. So my every thought creates a feeling, my every thought creates the health of my body. Third, very, very important part, very, very important. Our every thought is energy, so it vibrates, it radiates, and it reaches people whom we are thinking about. आप अभी यहाँ बैठे, आप किसी के भी बारे में एक थॉट क्रिएट कीजिए, अच्छी, नॉट अच्छी, बहुत अच्छी, थोड़ी अच्छी, क्वालिटी डजंट मैटर, लेकिन आप एक थॉट क्रिएट कीजिए किसी के लिए एंड अपने आप को बता दीजिए कि ये उन तक पहुंच चुकी है, ये उन तक अब पहुंच चुकी है, क्योंकि ये वाइब्रेशंस है, दे रीच पीपल, इट्स देयर. Even it will take you time to pick up your phone, type a message, press send and go there. But your vibrations reached there. So our thoughts create our relationships. And that's why we work very hard on our relationships. We take care of how we speak with them. We take care of how we behave with them. We take care of what we do for them. We are very nice to people. And yet sometimes our relationships are not strong. One misunderstanding and everything will crumble because we don't take care of what we are thinking about them. Thinking about them. Check, check. Is it possible to create not a very nice thought, but to speak a very perfect word? And see when you did it last. Be very nice to somebody in your words and behavior and not create very nice thoughts. Is it possible? We do it so often. We do it even at home for our family. Suppose in the evening you are tired and you are doing some work in the house and your spouse or your children, they are not helping you to do that work. They are not doing anything. They are just sitting and relaxing and they are watching television. And you are doing this also, you are doing that also. And then you are working very hard. You're being nice to them. You're saying, I'm cooking this for you, then I'll do this for you. The father of the house says, I'm working for you, I'm earning for you. Everything you're doing perfect. But inside your thoughts, they do nothing. I only have to do everything. Tell them how much ever. They don't even learn. They don't even care that I am so tired. They should come and help me. You're not saying all this. You're only thinking all this. And all these thoughts are reaching them. And if you create many, many thoughts like this and it's reaching them, after that, just go and say one word. Don't say two lines also. Just go and say two words to them and say, do you know what? You can help me a little bit. You'll say it very, very nicely, but they will react. They will react and they will say a lot of things to you. And you will say, what is this? I said so nicely. I just said nicely. Why can't you help me? Why are they reacting and saying so much? Because it is a return, not of those two nice words you spoke. It's a return of those hundreds of thoughts that were going to them for the last 1 hour, or those thousands of thoughts that were going to them for many, many days. And that's why people react in very, very different manners, which we just can't understand how they behave like that. So our relationships are not created based on how we speak and behave. Our relationships are created on based how we think. How we think. So even if you cannot do anything much for somebody, you don't have time, you're not able to take care of people, you're not able to buy expensive things for somebody, you're not able to cook too many things for someone, you're not able to invite people home and cook 4 dishes for them. Limitations of time, money, space, everything. But there is no limit to thinking nice about people. That everybody can do. And when you think nice about people, you have to do nothing outside to create strong relationships with people. So our relationships are created here. And fourth, our thoughts radiate, vibrate, and influence the environment. So the water, the air, the earth, the plants, the animals, the birds, everything is influenced by our vibrations. Today, people are very concerned about the world. We all are very concerned about the planet, and we're talking about how to heal the environment. And there are so many conferences, so many programs, everything that's happening, how to heal the environment. But little mistake again, we're trying to heal the environment without healing the emotion. Without healing the emotion. So even if we take a simple thing like grow more trees, yes, very, very important, grow more trees. But if I still continue to radiate stress and anxiety and fear and agitation to those trees, then there will be trees, but there won't be healing energy with that tree. There wouldn't be, because our thoughts affect plants. Our thoughts affect grains. Our thoughts affect fruits and vegetables. You know, sometimes we say today, oh, the fruits and vegetables of today don't have that kind of strength that they used to have some years back. वो ताकत कहाँ चली गई है सारी सब्जी और फल की? We're eating the best quality and still not having the best health. Because the fruit is there, the vegetable is there, but the vibration of that fruit and vegetable is what emotion is in the air. So we're getting that fruit and vegetable also with stress, anger, fear, anxiety. Already our own stress, anger, and then everything we eat and drink also has the same vibration. So the environment is absorbing our thoughts. So my thought is affecting my feeling, my health, my relationships, and my environment. And yet, most people don't have time to take care of their mind because they're busy taking care of their body, busy taking care of their relationships, busy taking care of the world without taking care of the source which creates all these things. And so thoughts, taking care of our thoughts, the first step that we have to do for that is not blame people and situations for our thoughts. Not blame people and situations for how we think and feel. Just check. Close your eyes 30 seconds and just check. Last time you got angry or you got irritated. Just visualize that scene before you. The last time you got angry or irritated and you said something, it could be at home, it could be at college, it could be with anybody. Just bring that whole scene in front of your mind. What had happened? What did they do? And how did I react? And now just check. What was the reason of my anger that day? इतनी जोर जोर से मुझे बोलने की क्या जरूरत थी? वो गुस्सा मुझे क्यों आया ऐसा? What was the reason for my anger that day? What is the reason for my anger on most days? And we will have a list. We will have a list. We will say, because they did like this, because he did like this, because she did like this, because children are like this, because people are like this, because my colleague is like this, because the government is like this, because so many people are there on the list, because of who I get angry. So many names can be there on the list, except for the actual creator of that anger. That person's name is not there on the list. So that's the main reason why we're not able to take care of our thoughts, because we are saying whatever is getting created here is because of here. I'm angry because of here. So I'm blaming situations and people for my thoughts. So we say I'm upset because of something. Fill in the blank. I am angry because, fill in the blank. I'm irritated because, fill in the blank. I am very happy today because, fill in the blank. When we used to be in school, we used to have essay. They used to say, okay, write about the happiest day in your life. And we had to think of the day when something very nice had happened for us to say that was the happiest day of our life. So it's from school that we learned this, that the happiest day of the life is when something nice happens in my life. You see what a deep programming it is. It means something nice has to happen in my life. for me to be happy. So how can I be happy when there is COVID outside? Is it possible? No, because I was taught that I can be happy only when the world is perfect, when nice things are happening around me, and which meant when nice things are not happening, I cannot be happy. And if I'm not happy, I'm unhappy. And that is what we are doing right now for the last 6 months. We are stressed, we are creating fear, we are creating anxiety, we are creating insecurity, and most important, we are all telling each other, it's okay, ये तो normal है, ऐसा तो होता ही है ना, इतनी बड़ी बात आई है, तो चिंता तो होगी, डर तो होगा. तो पहली चीज क्या की? Wrong equation create किया. We said whatever is getting created here is because of what's happening outside. सेकेंड गलती क्या की? उसको राइट बोल दिया, उसको नॉर्मल बोल दिया. We labeled uncomfortable emotions as normal. A very, very important responsibility right from the education system of a child is to teach a child what is right, what is wrong. You see how much we teach children what is right, what is wrong. We teach them, ऐसा नहीं बोलो, ऐसा बोलो. Remember that 1-year-old child, 2-year-old child, you taught that child, ऐसा नहीं बोलते, ऐसा बोलते. That child learned at that age. So we teach the child what is right, what is wrong, what to do, what not to do. हम बोलते ऐसे नहीं बोलो, ऐसे नहीं बोलो. लेकिन we don't teach the child ऐसा सोचो, ऐसा नहीं सोचो. We don't teach the child which emotions are right emotions and which emotions are not right emotions. So that is something which is needed to start from the education system. Because if I learn this from school, that anger is actually unhealthy, anger is wrong, anger is my creation, I can do it another way, then tomorrow I will be a leader. I could be a leader of a hospital, I could be a leader of an educational institute, I can be a leader of a corporate, I could be a leader in my family. I'm a leader there. But how will a leader be? The leader will be without using anger. There, we're making a huge contribution to society. A leader who can discipline, who can inspire, who can motivate, who can empower, but doesn't use anger as the method to get work done. That's what the world needs. Because the world is saying we want peace, but they create anger every day and they say we want peace. How will we get peace? We will get peace if we are peaceful in all the situations which are not our way. Now visualize that same situation which you closed your eyes and you saw, see it again. See it again. Nothing will change in the situation. Nothing will change in the opposite person. They're going to be exactly the same. And today evening, the same situation is going to come in front of you. Same, identical, could be even tougher. There it is. And now you are responding to that situation in the right manner. In the right manner. In a healthy manner. In the healthy manner. Just be there. See it right now. Because whatever you see right now is getting recorded on your mind. It's like a coding that is happening. This coding happens now, and the output we will see when the situation comes. So the person will behave that way. I will say what I have to say. It doesn't mean I keep quiet and people just trample over me. I will say what I have to say, but I will say it with stability, with ease, with in control of myself. Every word in control of myself. This is thought management. Because thought management means word management, means behavior management, means personality management, and it actually then means life management. Everything will be taken care of. Nothing will go out of control because we are taking care of how to respond. So I'm sure everybody was able to do it. Everybody was able to do it. You can open your eyes now. You could able to do it. This is meditation. This is what we have to do every morning. Every morning, just sit and prepare yourself for the day. You know how we prepare, okay, I have to take this with me in my bag, I have to take this file, I have to do this. We prepare everything outside. Meditation means spending some time in the morning preparing your mind of how to be during the day. This meeting will come, I will be like this. This same person who behaved like this yesterday, I will be like this with this person. If the children in my class don't speak properly to me, this is how I will be. I have to prepare everything in the morning. This is coding, this is programming of the mind, and my mind will learn how to be. एक दिन, दो दिन, चार दिन, पांच दिन, 10 दिन, थोड़े दिन में तो वो माइंड को आ जाएगा, सीख जाएगा वो मन कि कैसे रहना है. It is the easiest place to take care, but don't take care and it can become the toughest part of our life, and that will have an effect on all our parts of our life. So our first assignment from today, this we're going to take it up as an experiment. Experiment is, I am emotionally independent. Our country is saying Atmanirbhar Bharat. We want Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-dependent country. To have a self-dependent country, I need to first be self-dependent. आत्मनिर्भर भारत से पहले आत्मनिर्भर पाठ पूरा होना पड़ेगा ना, फिर आत्मनिर्भर के बाद आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनेगा. एंड आत्मनिर्भर, आत्म मीन्स आत्मा, निर्भर dependent. So Atmanirbhar means I am not dependent on people and situations for how I think, feel, speak and behave. I am self-dependent. Swarajya, I am the master. Atmanirbhar, say it every day to yourself. I am emotionally independent. Now, how to experiment with this throughout now? Whatever you feel, you can get angry, you can get hurt, but when you create that, just don't do one thing. Don't say because of them. Just 1 week do this. Just don't say because of them, because that's not the truth. It's not because of them. It's because I created it. Just say this much, only this much, nothing to do. Keep creating whichever emotions. But the first step is not to blame outside. It's like if I want to heal my disease, I need to first know where's the cause. If I keep looking for the cause outside, I can spend the next 10 years without creating a change. And once I know the cause, healing is very easy. So diagnosis is more important. So when I say, let's say today somebody spoke very rudely to me this morning, very, very rudely, very wrongly, very wrong language, and this person is talking to me like this. Now, even if I get angry that time, even if it's in the mind over, I just have to remember, I'm not going to say it's because of them. It's not because of them. What is because of them is only their behavior. How I am thinking, how I am speaking is because of me. Their karma is because of them. My karma is because of me. Their thoughts are because of them. My thoughts are because of me. Their behavior is because of them. My behavior is because of me. So I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to say it's because of them. People can shout at us. People can lie to us. People can cheat us. People can betray us. People can exploit us. People can even physically hit us. They can do anything outside, but they cannot enter here and hurt us. They cannot enter here and do anything to us. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. They can do a lot of wrong here. But what wrong I want to do here, that's my choice. So that's going to be our first equation and our first experiment now. I am emotionally independent. When I say I was upset because of them, what happens? I'm giving my power away to the other person and I'm saying I'm upset because of them. What is the meaning of this line? This meaning is when someone doesn't behave right, my mind gets upset. When someone says something wrong, my mind gets irritated. When someone doesn't do their work properly, I get angry, which means the emotional immunity is extremely down. Like physical immunity. हवा बदली, मैं बीमार. पानी बदला, मैं बीमार. थोड़ा सा मौसम बदला, मुझे बुखार. थोड़ा सा खाना बदला, मेरा पेट खराब. So हम कहेंगे what to do? The weather is not right, the food is not right, the water is not right. Somebody is going to come and say, immunity is low. Everyone else is fine in that same weather and the same food and the water. Immunity is low. Sitting like this and blaming everything not going to get you healthy. The weather and the water and the food should be perfect, but it's not perfect. But at least I can build up my immunity system. So similarly, I can keep saying I'm hurt, angry, upset because of, yes, we know the world is not perfect. We know that people around us are not perfect. We know that there are a lot of wrong things that are happening. We know that a lot of people can behave very, very wrongly. Yes, it's the truth. But I cannot sit like a victim and I'm saying, "Main bimar because the world is not nice." No, I will build up my emotional immunity system. And that's the first step is I'm not going to blame people for how I am feeling. I'm going to say, I created this anger. Half the anger will finish over there when I remember that I created this anger. Second, I will not justify it. I will not say, gussa karna zaruri tha us time. No, never justify a negative emotion. Never justify an unhealthy emotion. We need to stand for the right. We need to stand for the right, but we don't need to shout for the right. Stand for the right, not shout for the right. To stand for the right, I need to be powerful. If I get angry, I lose my power. How will I get the right done when I have only lost my power? There are so many things that are happening wrong. If I keep losing my power for everything to be right, then I will go wrong in the first place. So, first, I am the creator. Second, do not justify an uncomfortable emotion. Do not say बात ही ऐसी थी बुरा तो लगना ही था नहीं बात ऐसी थी बुरा लगना मेरी चॉइस थी बुरा लगना मेरी चॉइस थी अब बुरा लग भी गया कितनी देर बुरा लगना है that is very important which means I've created the uncomfortable emotion. Now the second thing is for how long am I going to remain hurt? 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, some people 2 years. Some people can hold it for 20 years. से 20 साल पहले उन्होंने ऐसे बोला था मुझे वो बात मुझे अभी भी नहीं भूलती. They have chosen to hold on to that past, that pain for 20 years. What they had this morning for breakfast, they'll not remember. But what that person said 20 years back, we remember. And when we hold it here, we are vibrating that pain to our body. But why is it holding here? Why am I not able to release it? Because that day when it happened, you know what I said? I said, they hurt me. They hurt me. They insulted me. And वो चोट लग गई यहाँ पे. Now they did not change. या तो वो change हो जाते तो ये चोट ठीक हो जाती. Because ये चोट लगाई किसने? उन्होंने. तो ठीक कौन करेगा? वो. तो हम उनका इंतजार कर रहे थे. So we wait for people. Apologize, change, say sorry. Some people might apologize. Some might not apologize. Some may change. Some may not change. Some may apologize and yet make the same mistake all over again. A lot of options are there in the outside world. So my mind is not going to be dependent on that. I created the hurt depending on what I thought about them. At any scene of life, आप ये करके देख लीजिएगा. What people say to you doesn't create the pain. What you think about what they say to you is what creates the pain. Suppose, you all are all educators. Suppose one day in your class, one student gets up and says something which is not right at all. Says something which is very, very disrespectful. In front of a class of 50 people, one student gets up and says something very, very wrong to you. That's there. That person is outside. He said there. After he says that, what do you say to yourself about what he said? So after he says that, what do you say to yourself? This is how they speak to me. Nowadays, there's no respect for teachers. We never spoke to our teacher like this. Look at these students. How have they become? And he said it in front of 50 people. What are all these children now going to think about me? No one will respect me now. They'll make fun of me. It's going to be difficult to teach this class. One thought after another thought, after another thought, after another thought. 20, 30 thoughts we can create like this. And when we create like this, because we have created low vibration thoughts, we start feeling low. We are not happy. But when we start feeling low, we say it's because of them. So now, equation very important. It's not because of them. It's because of how I think about them that creates my hurt or happiness. It's about how I think about them. Same situation, you could have created a thought, his behavior or her behavior, their sanskar. their present state of mind. This child needs lot of love and care so that the child is emotionally strong. Keep their behavior to them. Don't absorb it and affect your emotional immunity system. The illness is there. COVID has taught us something very interesting. Very, very interesting, very powerful lesson to learn. There can be a person around you with the virus. There can be a person right around you with the virus, but you know how to take care of yourself. That's life. That's life. So there can be a person who's around you, who's carrying the virus. But what do we have to do? Wear the mask, stand at a distance, wash our hands, finished. So the virus can be everywhere around me, and yet I can be safe. The same thing we have to do emotionally. There can be a lot of emotional viruses around us. Wear a mask. So meditation and spirituality is that mask. You have to wear it every morning before you set out for the day. If you forget to wear the mask and go out, and then there is virus around you, to phir thoda sa, that's the only thing. Second, keep your distance. Now, how would we keep distance from an emotional virus? In your own life, vibrate at a higher frequency. Everybody who's behaving wrong, even if it's for 1 minute, at that 1 minute they are vibrating at a very lower frequency. Very lower frequency. We have to be at a very low vibration to behave wrongly. So if you vibrate at a higher frequency, then you are emotionally distanced. Distanced in terms of vibration. Emotional infection cannot radiate from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. It doesn't go like this. Energy never flows like this. Energy flows like this. Energy cannot flow from lower to higher. Energy will flow from higher to lower. So let's say, for example, someone is at a frequency of 20. That's why they're behaving wrongly. If you are at 30 or 40, this 20 will affect you. But if you're at 70, 80, this 20 can do nothing to you. Nothing to you. But your 70, 80 can definitely do a lot for this 20. This is leadership quality. When we say leadership means who inspires, who motivates, who, it's not by words. Leadership means one who is at a higher vibration, the one who is leading people through their vibrations. And what are our vibrations? Our thoughts, feelings, intentions, everything that's inside creates our vibration. So practice emotional distancing. Emotional distancing, which means vibrate at a higher frequency. The infection at a lower frequency can nowhere touch you, nowhere. It can have absolutely no effect on you. We can't go down at their level and say, aisa kaise kiya, then we'll come down at their level. And then their infection will catch us. So same what we are doing on a physical level, same we have to do on an emotional level to protect ourselves from the vibrations outside. So first step, I am the creator of my thought. Second, do not endorse a negative emotion. Do not endorse. This is incorrect, so I need to change it. Don't call it normal, and don't allow your children to call it normal. How many disturbing emotions we've called as normal? Stress, normal. Go 20 years back, there was no stress in school and college. I don't remember using the word stress in school and college. हम तो क्या बोलते थे एग्जाम के थोड़े दिन पहले थोड़ा सा टेंशन है तो हमारे में बताया छोड़ना टेंशन क्या लेना पढ़ो आराम से टेंशन की क्या बात है इसके अंदर आजकल पेरेंट्स बोलते तुमको टेंशन नहीं हो रही तुम्हारा कल एग्जाम है सो वी लिटरली हैव टू टीच द चाइल्ड हाउ टू गेट स्ट्रेस सो वो थोड़ी सी टेंशन होती थी एग्जाम से एक दो दिन पहले और थोड़ी सी टेंशन होती थी एक रिजल्ट के एक दिन पहले उतनी टेंशन थी जीवन में उसके अलावा तो वी डिड नॉट नो दैट देयर इज टेंशन एज अ पार्ट ऑफ स्टूडेंट लाइफ. Student life was supposed to be the best life. We were taught that and we experienced that also. Today, student life is so stressful. They're talking about depression and addiction and anxiety. So that's why it's very, very important. We are not going to allow ourselves to be a victim. So stress is not normal. Stress is an emotional illness. Stress is a lower vibration. Peace is a higher vibration. Irritation is not normal. It's a lower vibration. Talking with respect and dignity, higher vibration. Anger is a lower vibration, emotional illness. Understanding people and disciplining them is a higher vibration. Jealousy is a lower vibration. Being happy when somebody does well is a higher vibration. Caring and sharing with people is a higher vibration. Holding on to things and not wanting to give it to other people is a lower vibration. Competing with people and always believing we are in a race is a lower vibration. Cooperating with people, helping people also to move ahead is a higher vibration. Forgiving people is a higher vibration. Holding on to it and say मैं अब कभी भी ये बात नहीं भूल सकती is a lower vibration. Self-respect, knowing ourselves, who we are, higher vibration. Lower vibration, people should say I am a nice person. People should approve of me, whether in my life or whether on my social media handles. People should approve of me. This is a lower vibration. I am unique. I have my own sanskar and karma. I have to get them better and better. Higher vibration. Comparing ourselves always with people, lower vibration. So all these things are lower vibration. Complaining every time about life, lower vibration. Gratitude, higher vibration. Shikayat, Shukriya. We know it all. These are two different lists altogether. So that lower vibration list is emotional illness. It is not normal. It needs healing. Once we are taught that it needs healing, society will change. Success. Every child wants success. What is success? Ask any student over here, क्या चाहिए जीवन में? Success. But what is success? Success for them has become only what is achievement. Because as a society, we projected that is success. So in school, who was successful? The one who comes first in academics, first in sports, first in singing, first in dancing, which means success is equal to achievement. Success is equal to performance, which means success is outside. Then as we grow up, success is in how we performed in our career. So success became my role, my position, my status, my pay package, what I achieved, because that is what was coming on newspapers and on front pages of magazines. So children started believing this is success. Doesn't matter how they earned it. Doesn't matter how they achieved it. Success is only that they have achieved it. That's not success. So primary equation that needs to change is what is success? Success is about our sanskars and karmas. Success is about how we are working towards it, not how we are achieving. If I achieve, but I'm not happy, I'm not healthy, I'm not in harmony with people around me, how can I call myself successful? Hindi word for success is very nice. It's safalta. Safalta, which comes from the word safal. Safal means safal. आपने अपना जीवन सफल किया, आपने अपना टाइम सफल किया. You spent your time, your life in a worthwhile way. Safal kiya. Safalta is like this. Safalta is not like this. Safalta is आपने क्या किया और क्या दिया. Safalta is not आपने कितना कमाया और क्या achieve किया. Primary equation that went wrong. And because of that one equation, all other equations went wrong. Because we thought success means who gets more. So obviously I want more than everybody else. And I was taught that I'm in a race. So I'm always looking at everybody else like a rival. I have to go ahead of this person. How can people be happy if they're in race all their life? कैसे हो सकते हैं? कैसे हो सकते हैं? So life is a competition is another equation which is big question mark. It's not a competition. There's no competition between anybody. Everyone's on their own journey. We have to work hard. We have to study hard. I have to perform. I have to excel better than myself tomorrow, not better than the other people around me. But I have to be taught this. So that's why it's very important that we create that culture right from education system. So we appreciate students for their qualities, appreciate student for their values. Someone is honest, वो कभी झूठ नहीं बोलते हैं. कोई उनकी अप्रिसिएशन ही नहीं करता है. कोई उनको उसके लिए 5 मार्क्स एक्स्ट्रा नहीं देने वाला है. कोई भी नहीं. तो फिर उस बच्चे को भी उसकी क्या वैल्यू होगी अपने उस संस्कार की? Nobody is even talking about it. Everyone likes appreciation and acceptance. But what we are seeing around us is only who achieved is getting it. So we feel कि हमारी values की भी कोई value नहीं है. तो फिर कई बार बच्चे बोलते हैं इतना सच बोलने का क्या फायदा होता है? सच से थोड़ी हम सक्सेसफुल हो जाएंगे. तो वो अपने ही values को डाउट करना शुरू करते हैं कि इसकी क्या वैल्यू है. So if in the education system we appreciate and endorse values of children, वी अप्रिशिएट, ये बच्चा हमेशा सच बोलता है, ये बच्चा हमेशा टाइम से पहले आता है, ये बच्चा सबके साथ सब कुछ शेयर करता है, ये बच्चा औरों की मदद करता है. Look how the world can change. We have to create an energy where the values are appreciated. ये बच्चा कभी गुस्सा नहीं करता है, उससे ज्यादा कुछ करना तो आउट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन है, लेकिन ये गुस्सा नहीं करता है. This has to be appreciated. We can even give marks for that. A lot of people will start using the values if we start getting extra marks for it. And it will start becoming a part of my personality. I will understand that honesty is appreciated, sincerity is appreciated, loyalty is valued, peace and love and happiness is treasured by society, not just performance, achievement. So we have to shift from not being only a performance-based society to a sanskar-based society. इसके संस्कार कैसे हैं? Not इसने कमाया कितना है. Just look where the focus went. Look where the focus went. ये व्यक्ति कैसा है? Not इसके पास. So that cannot be the parameter of success. It's good to achieve, but that cannot say that you're successful just because you achieved. More important is who you are, not what you have. Who you are, not what you have. We have everything, and yet one crisis in our life, and that everything did not give me the strength to take care of my mind and to remain emotionally strong in this situation. But who I am would have given me the strength to remain strong. चाहे जीवन में कितने भी उतार चढ़ाव आ जाए, जीवन में अचानक कुछ भी आ सकता है. Who am I? It's important. So sanskars should be a priority in the education system. If we go back to the earlier education system, the education system was a gurukul. So what was in a gurukul? In a gurukul, even the Raja's child had to go to the gurukul. Why? There could have been a Guruji who could come to the kingdom there, who could come to the palace and teach that child. But no, that child had to go to the Gurukul. Why? Because that child was going to become the future king, which means the future leader, not the future king. So isko Raja बनना है, तो राजा बनने के लिए इसको गुरुकुल में जाना पड़ेगा. And गुरुकुल में जाकर क्या सीखा उस बच्चे ने? गुरुकुल में the child learned about the outer world, but the child was also learning about the inner world. So there was spiritual study, there was meditation, there was havan, there was yoga, there was pranayam, there was seva. There was a lot of seva to do, and you had to do all your own work. Everything was taught in a Gurukul. All his life after that, that child will never have to do his own work. He's going to be the king of that city or that country. But that child had to do it in the Gurukul because the quality, the sanskar of a leader were getting created. Because Raja बनने के लिए पहले स्वराज्य करना पड़ता है. आप किसी और पर राज्य कर नहीं सकते जब तक आप स्व पर राज्य नहीं करते. तो लीडर बनने के लिए managing people, managing organizations, managing the country without self-management. Question mark, no? This will become a question mark. So Swarajya, self-management in order to then manage other people. And so Gurukul was teaching about the outer world and the inner world. Same thing is needed again. Same thing. Now our school and college is focused only on outer world. No one's talking about the inner world. Now, when this shift happened, no, there's a shift. Gurukul system stopped long back. But when this shift happened, it was fine because the school and college was teaching about the outer world and the family was taking care about the emotional health of the child. तो हम कहते थे संस्कार कहाँ मिलते हैं? घर पे संस्कार मिलते हैं. संस्कार परिवार से मिलते हैं. स्कूल कॉलेज में शिक्षा मिलती है. We were very clear. That was our division then. कि शिक्षा स्कूल कॉलेज में मिलेगी, संस्कार परिवार से मिलेंगे. ये भी ठीक ही चल रहा था सिस्टम, पर अब परिवार ही थोड़े से अलग अलग से हुए हैं. कैसे संस्कार मिलेंगे वहां पर? वहां संस्कार मिलने के लिए पेरेंट के पास वो संस्कार कूट कूट के भरा हुआ होना चाहिए. पेरेंट ही अगर गुस्सा कर रहा है, पेरेंट ही अगर गुस्सा कर रहा है, पेरेंट ही अगर कंपैरिजन और कंपटीशन कर रहा है, तो बच्चे के अंदर वो संस्कार कैसे आएगा? So this is the time has come. The time has come to go back to that ancient, learn from who we used to be and bring it back. That शिक्षा भी स्कूल कॉलेज में मिलेगी, संस्कार भी स्कूल कॉलेज में मिलेंगे. संस्कार भी स्कूल कॉलेज में मिलेंगे. It doesn't mean that it requires a double amount of syllabus. It's just that it has to be a focus, that we're also going to take care of the minds of the children, of the sanskar and the karam of the child, because these are our future leaders. They are our future leaders. So it's very, very important to take care of them. So for that, let's say, for example, we just do one thing today, that we make our institute, our campus, a no anger zone. Just make the entire campus a no anger zone. Okay, once you've stepped into the campus, आपने गेट खोला, आप अंदर आए, you have entered a no anger zone. कोई किसी को गुस्से से बात नहीं कर सकता है. Nobody. Right from top to bottom, no one can talk like that. Then when that child has lived in a region which is a no anger zone for school and for 4-5 years of college, tomorrow when that child will become a leader of any place, using anger cannot come to that person, even if everybody around them is using anger, because that child has learned that everything can happen without using anger. सिर्फ उसने क्लास में लेसन के अंदर नहीं सीखा है, उसने प्रैक्टिकल में वो होते हुए सीखा है. उसने प्रैक्टिकल में देखा है कि सारा काम हो रहा है लेकिन कोई गुस्सा नहीं कर रहा है. दैट इज द संस्कृति. संस्कार से संस्कृति बन जाएगी, उससे हमारा संसार बन जाएगा. सो द चाइल्ड विल बिकम अ लीडर लाइक दैट टुमारो, will become a leader like that. So we should have no anger zone. We should have a no gossip zone. कोई किसी की gossip नहीं करे, कोई किसी की negative नहीं बोले. The easiest way to deplete our emotional health is to talk or listen about negative of other people. Easiest way, easiest, because we know that we're creating the thoughts, but the source of our thoughts, why am I creating this type of thought? Why am I not creating a better thought? Because the source of my thoughts is information, content. We are very, 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 very important. The source of my thoughts is content, information. So information means what I watch, what I read, what I listen. What I watch, what I read, what I listen. So when I listen to people's negativities, people's weaknesses, and कोई सुना रहा है, and हम ऐसे करते जाए, हम कहते हैं हाँ जी हाँ वो तो है ही ऐसे है ही. अब हम कह रहे हैं वो सुना रहा है तो सुनना तो पड़ेगा ही, तो हम सुनते जाते हैं ऐसे ऐसे. लेकिन जब हम ऐसे सुन रहे हैं, all that negative information that's going inside me here is becoming a part of my personality, of my sanskar. So no gossip zone, which means हम किसी की कमजोरी बोलेंगे नहीं और हम किसी की कमजोरी सुनेंगे. Like we take care of our diet, so we don't eat just because people are serving it to us with a lot of love. We say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not eating sugar nowadays. Or I'm sorry, I'm not eating fried. The other person will say, मैंने इतने प्यार से आपके लिए बनाया. I'll say, thank you, आपने बनाया, but I'm not eating fried. It doesn't work well with my health. Similarly, कोई आपको बहुत प्यार से किसी की कमजोरी सुना रहा हो, उसको उतने ही प्यार से समझा देना. I'm sorry, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. Either we can talk about something nice about that person because that person has a lot of nice things. And if you're not able to talk nice about the person, let's not talk about the person. Let's not talk about the person. But we are not going to talk or listen to negative about other people. It's the easiest way to absorb emotional infection. ये ऐसे हैं, ये ऐसे हैं, ये ऐसे हैं, ऐसे हैं, दुनिया ऐसी है, सरकार ऐसी है, लोग ऐसे हैं, टीचर ऐसी है, प्रिंसिपल ऐसे है, बच्चे ऐसे. सारी दुनिया में कुछ ना कुछ हमें कमजोरी दिख जाएगी. उसका सोचना, बोलना और सुनना. Source of my thoughts. So one is the content which is around me. One which is a very, very important thing which we need to repeatedly rub in, and rub in. Rub in means keep on reminding our students is the content that they consume from digital platforms. All the platforms, what they watch, read, listen. Every time I need to remember what I watch, read, listen is who I become. What I watch, read, listen is who I become. So this is my emotional diet. What I watch, read, listen. So why suddenly the need of emotional health? Because in the 20 years or last 10 years, There is too much of watch, read, listen that is happening, which was not happening before. Which was not happening before. So if by default I was eating healthy food, then I was healthy. But suddenly I'm surrounded by a lot of junk food. So if we go 20 years back, when I was in school, no mobile, first phones, first phones, first TV, first one episode which would come at some one Sunday, and then the next one. So you see, where's the content? There's no content. So content was only parents, teachers, one newspaper every morning, and very good books to read. That was our content. So emotional health was automatically taken care of. We were not doing anything for it, but we were not doing anything which would harm it also. So by default it ठीक ठाक चल रहा था. And then suddenly we got our internet, our online connectivity, our mobiles, our social media handles, our digital platforms, our 24 by 7 media channels. Suddenly, yes, suddenly. It's not easy for the mind to manage how much came so suddenly. So now we have children who can watch like 5 to 6 episodes of a serial just like that, one after the other. मतलब पहले हम हफ्ते में एक समोसा खाते थे, फिर हम मंडे टू फ्राइडे रोज एक समोसा खाने लगे, और फिर हमने इकट्ठे बैठ के ही 5 खा लिए. तो कुछ तो असर पड़ेगा ही पड़ेगा ना, वो तो पड़ना ही वाला है, कैसे नहीं पड़ेगा. सो सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट, देयर हैज टू बी एन अवेयरनेस कंप्लीटली अबाउट पावर ऑफ कंटेंट दैट वी कंज्यूम. Content. So the kind of movies I watch, the kind of serials I watch, the kind of songs I listen, the kind of social media exposure I have, I am becoming that. I am becoming that. हम कहते हैं ना 5 विकार, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार, लस्ट, एंगर, ग्रीड, जेलेसी, ईगो. अब ये जो 5 विकार हैं, if my content has any of these 5 vices, if my content has any of these 5 vices, then these 5 vices are only increasing inside me. It's only increasing inside me. And then the world is becoming more of that. I will not be able to change the world. I will have to change my thoughts. And I will not be able to change my thoughts till I take care of my content. शरीर की हेल्थ को चेंज नहीं कर सकते जब तक डाइट का ध्यान नहीं रखें. I may want to be healthy, but if I don't eat right, I cannot be healthy. So I may want to be happy, I may want to be powerful, but I cannot if I'm consuming wrong content. So very important, because this is a generation which is growing up with content. We are a generation which got content at a much later age, and yet we are affected. Yet we are affected. So you cannot imagine what will happen to this generation who will grow up with content. And we are yet to see. आप आने वाले हर 2 साल में देखना आपके पास जो बच्चे आएंगे, there's going to be a huge shift. Wait till that generation जो 2 साल की एज से स्क्रीन रखी है जिनके सामने, जब वो जनरेशन कॉलेज तक पहुंचेगी, we are heading for tough times unless we do something. Unless we do something to take a U-turn, because they are eating their food with screens. They are watching cartoon movies, they are watching violent movies, they are watching video games, and they are eating at the age of 2. What will happen till they reach the age of 15 and 20? So we need to go back to the basics, that we cannot allow our mind to be manipulated and to be controlled by content. By content. It is manipulating our mind, it is depleting us, and we are becoming that. तो बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होने की ज़रूरत है कंटेंट कंजम्पशन पर. डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स को कितना यूज़ करना है और किस तरह से यूज़ करना है, इसके बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस की ज़रूरत है. फिर भी हमें ऐसा लगेगा कि बच्चे हैं, ये तो किसकी सुनेंगे, ये अपने आप ही करते रहते हैं. राइट बात है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम वो बच्चे हैं जो अब अपनी जीवन को ठीक करना चाहते हैं. वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. वो भी बच्चे हैं, उनको दिख रहा है अपने आसपास कि बहुत चीजें सही नहीं हो रही हैं. उनको दिख रहा है कि उनके आसपास किसी को डिप्रेशन हो रहा है, किसी को कुछ हो रहा है. उनको दिख रहा है कि कहीं किसी स्टूडेंट ने सुसाइड कर लिया. उनको दिख रहा है ये सब. सो वो रेडी भी हैं, लेकिन अभी तक उनके अंदर वो शक्ति नहीं है कि वो आज डिसाइड करें और आज उस कंटेंट को रोक लें. बट धीरे धीरे नर्चर करते 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 they will be able to do it. And so that's the environment that we need to create. That content creates my thoughts, thoughts create my destiny. So we need to take care of content. So why we use spirituality? Why spirituality is important? Because spirituality is pure content. That's also content. A movie, a serial, that's also content. When I go to a Brahma Kumari center and I study every morning, that's also content. तो ये भी content है, वो भी content है. So first thing in the morning, the first hour is very important. Never ever absorb anything from the world in the first hour of the morning. The mind in the morning is like a blotting paper. Very, very clean. Very clean. Whatever you absorb, it will go on to the blotting paper. अब एक छोटी सी आदत क्या बन गई है जो हमें अपने बच्चों को सिखानी है कि सुबह फर्स्ट आवर डोंट लुक एट द फोन. 1 घंटा फोन नहीं देखना. अब वो शुरू शुरू में तो बहुत हाथ उसकी तरफ जाएगा कि ऐसे कैसे फोन नहीं देखना, लेकिन नहीं देखना. बहुत कम प्रोफेशंस हैं जिनको सुबह उठकर 5-6 बजे फोन देखने की जरूरत है. जस्ट सोचो कि हम 1 घंटा और सो गए तो क्या हुआ. तो उसी तरह फोन 1 घंटा नहीं देखना, विच मीन्स दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, देश में क्या हो रहा है, सोशल मीडिया पे क्या हो रहा है, मेरे मैसेजेस में क्या, नथिंग इन द फर्स्ट 1 hour. So my blotting paper is not going to get absorbed with the world, because if I absorb the world onto my blotting paper, then my thoughts and feelings will be the same like what is in the world. We have to change the world, not absorb the world. तो सुबह का 1 घंटा अपने लिए रखिए, मेडिटेशन कीजिए, मेडिटेशन सीखिए, फिर उसको कीजिए, and at least 30 minutes, let pure content go in. Which means जो बनना चाहते हैं वो भरना पड़ेगा, वो भरना पड़ेगा. फिजिकल हेल्थ के लिए डॉक्टर कहता है ना, डेफिशिएंसी है, इस विटामिन की डेफिशिएंसी है, इस मिनरल की डेफिशिएंसी है. हमारे कंटेंट में प्योरिटी की डेफिशिएंसी है, हमारे कंटेंट में शांति की डेफिशिएंसी है, तो फिर हमारे अंदर भी वही डेफिशिएंसी है. हमारे कंटेंट में बहुत गुस्सा है, क्रिटिसिज्म है, चिल्ला रहे हैं जोर जोर से, तो हमारे अंदर भी वही संस्कार आ रहा है. So we have to look at our emotional deficiencies and we have to fill them up. And that is where spirituality plays a very important role. When we think our mind keeps thinking too much, I can't stop my mind, it's because I am emotionally weak. It is like physical. If my physical health is low and now I try to climb 5 floors, I'm not able to do it. My legs will start paining. I will start becoming breathless. And then what should I do? And then should I say, क्या करूं मैं, मेरे से नहीं चला जा रहा, मुझे सांस चढ़ रही है. No, I have to do something for it. And I will not be able to suddenly able to climb 5 floors. Then I will climb 1. Then after 15 days, I will climb 2. Then I will climb 3. So same here. That's why spirituality, at least 30 minutes of spiritual study in the morning, it's no more an option. No more an option. Now it will be compulsory. Compulsory, because this epidemic has taught us a lot of things that we did not have the strength to face the situation. So 30 minutes as parents, let's do it in the house. Children will benefit. Children will also start doing it. We don't need to force them. They will do it. If you meditate at home, if you practice spiritual principles at home, your vibrations reach to your children. Emotional health reaches children. It's like a battery. They are discharged because we are discharged. If we get charged, they will also get charged because they are connected to us. So sanskar of a parent has a deep impact on sanskar of children. So at least 30 minutes every morning, and never say to yourself, I don't have time. ये सबसे बड़ी चीटिंग है अपने आप के साथ. सारा दिन में इतना टाइम परेशान दुखी होके गवा देते हैं. इससे अच्छा आधा घंटा कुछ अच्छा पढ़ लें तो सारा दिन बच जाएगा. So 30 minutes. So wherever you're based, we have Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga meditation centers everywhere, everywhere. And when the lockdown gets over, you can go to the center, learn meditation. We meet for a spiritual class every day at 7 o'clock in the morning, some places 6:30 in the morning. Evening, if we can't go in the morning, we go in the evening. Those who can't go in the morning, can't go in the evening, they can go any time in the day. But 30 to 45 minutes we go. Good diet for the mind and meditation is exercise for the mind. जब ये दो चीजें भर जाती हैं, emotional stamina will automatically start building up. And when emotional stamina starts building up, then higher vibration thoughts, compassion, gratitude, it will automatically come. We have to do nothing. You know, when we say how to finish my fear, how to finish my hurt, do nothing. Don't try to finish it at all. Just take good diet, meditate daily. It's like I have this ache and pain, I have this. Don't do anything. Exercise, take good diet. That's it. Aches and pains will automatically start getting healed because I have to build up my immunity system. Same I have to do for my mind. So we have to keep telling our children repeatedly about content that they consume. They are not realizing the consequence of this. It should not be that they're not able to undo the damage which they're doing to themselves. So content creation is someone's business. It's their business, but their business is affecting our destiny. Our destiny. So we have to take care how much to be on social media and what. It's not so much about the time, it's about the quality. I may be on it for 30 minutes, but what is the kind of content quality that I consumed is very, very, very important. So there has to be a regular talk about that in the college. It's not going to happen by doing it once or twice or 5 times. It has to be regularly there, regularly. And very important, sleeping and waking up time. Let's fix a time to sleep early every night. It's very important for our emotional health. Very, very important. 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we should be asleep. If we sleep by 10, we will automatically wake up by 4 and 5. We don't have to put an alarm also. We'll automatically wake up. How can we sleep more than 6, 7 hours? We won't. But if we sleep late, then we have to put an alarm. Then we press the snooze button. And then we wake up. And even then we wake up very tired and fatigued. So leadership quality cannot be like that. If we read the lifestyles of leaders in the world today, they all wake up early. They all wake up early. Why do they wake up early? Because high vibrational time is early morning. When most minds are sleeping, if we wake up, it's very easy to energize our mind. So if we sleep by 10, the waking up is taken care of. So it's not important to think about what time to wake up. It's important to decide what time to sleep. Decide what to sleep, waking up is taken care of. So first hour of the morning, meditation and spiritual study. Last hour in the night, again disconnect from media. Before sleeping, turbulent negative content should not go on the mind. दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, सीरियल में क्या हो रहा है, मूवी में क्या हो रहा है, या मेरे आस पड़ोस में क्या हो रहा है. Nothing of that kind of content should go in the mind just before sleeping. It doesn't give us good sleep. Does not give us good sleep. So last hour on this night before, which means 9 to 10, we should be with ourselves, we should be with family, we should listen to music, listen to songs, listen to bhajan, read a good book, do something which is soothing for the mind. It starts slowing down the mind to go to sleep. We have to prepare to sleep, not just go and fall off to sleep like that. And then at least 10 minutes before sleeping, we put something very pure and positive inside. Last layer of information. Last layer of information will decide the quality of sleep. Last layer of information and first layer of information in the morning is very, very important. And during the day, taking care of the content we consume. Another very important factor on our mind is the food we eat. We are what we eat. We are what we eat. So which means what we eat is not just nutrients, it's vibrations. Tomorrow is World Vegetarian Day, 1st of October. Most of you must be vegetarians, but those who are not can take up an experiment for today. We're doing a little experiment from tomorrow that for those who are not vegetarian, we're requesting them to do it as an experiment for the next 21 days. And 25th of October is Dasera. And so we are requesting everybody to practice vegetarian till Dasera. And by the day that Dasera days come, we have finished that one Ravan inside us of consuming a diet which is not right for us. It is not right for us. Jaisa an, vaisa man hai. Jaisa an, vaisa man hai. Because we look at it in the plate, we're not able to see beyond that what it is. If we just close our eyes and see that what's lying in my plate, where did it come from? What did it go through? What did it go through? Just take a pause, reflect while it's there in your plate. Where did it come from? What did it go through? How was it treated? So that animal went through hurt, pain, fear, anger, helplessness, then violence, then death. And then within 5 minutes, I've eaten it. 5 minutes mein khana kha liya. And I've consumed someone's pain. And jaisa an, vaisa man. So October is also a very important month. We have Navratri, so everybody would be having a sattvic diet. And why do we have a sattvic diet during Navratri? Divinity. Divinity. So divyata ko invoke karna hai. If you want to invoke the divinity within us, sattvic diet, which means a vegetarian diet. So have a vegetarian diet, experiment, practice eating more at home. So let's cook more, eat more at home, and less of outside food, which is bought food. खरीद के जो हम खाना खाते हैं ना. So food also gives us emotional health. Food which is cooked by a family member has a lot of love and blessings, very pure intentions, and you can raise the vibration of your food by having very high energy words playing in your kitchen. 24 घंटे चला दो, 24 hours in your kitchen, play high energy words, which means spiritual songs, bhajans, mantra, positive video, anything you like. Have high energy words playing in your kitchen. Your food, your fruits, your pulses, your water, everything will absorb those high energy words, and everyone in your family will experience the benefit of that, of what is done in the kitchen. Kitchen is where emotional health of the family can be created. It's very, very important. So if we practice this and we share this with our students and they start taking care of this, then creating leaders is going to be natural for us. Leadership quality. Leadership is not a position. Leadership is a quality, and leadership will become natural for us because anyone is strong, anchored, and who's a pillar for everybody else in times of crisis. Even a child in a family can be the leader of the house. Who's going to be the one at a higher vibration? Who leads everybody else? So anyone can have leadership quality. And so thought management creates leadership qualities, and leader is what the world needs. Because it's leadership quality, we can handle every situation of the world. We can change the world with the high vibrational quality. जैसा संस्कार होगा वैसा संसार होगा. अब संसार को चेंज करना है तो संस्कारों को बदलना पड़ेगा. And if we change, तो संकल्प से सृष्टि. Our thoughts create our world. संकल्प से सृष्टि है. Our thoughts create our world. So congratulations once again. Continue to do the amazing seva that you are doing. You have no idea. For you, it must be just a lab. It must be just one little research center where something is nice is happening. But it's not just a lab. It's not just a research center. You're actually laying down the foundation of people's life and their destiny. And not just one person, from them, their family, from them, where they are going to work. So this is a seed. What you're putting in that research center is the seed. Huge tree is going to grow out of this when these children leave out. So congratulations once again. And we look forward to having all of you in Mount Abu sometime. Very close, just have to drive and come there. And I think all of you should come together to Mount Abu once all this pandemic thing is settled down. There you will experience. Here you're seeing theory. You are, of course, seeing practical in your children, but you will experience the power of thoughts, how a little world gets created by the thoughts of the people there. And so what we see in the campus there is we see a model of how to go back and create our world. Whether it's our college, whether it's my house, I will see that model there, and it's easy to come back and then create that in our own world. So we look forward to having all of you with us in Mount Abu to take this research, again, one step higher and give a very powerful evidence-based message to the world, because your place, your college will be able to give an evidence-based message to the world, and everybody wants evidence. Everybody wants proof to see whether this works. So we're all looking forward to having all that evidence come out of this research center so that we can share it with the world. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
थैंक यू सो मच दीदी, आपने इतने सुंदर शब्दों से हम सबको एक जीवन जीने की कला सिखाई. मॉर्निंग की शुरुआत कैसे करनी है, उससे रात को सोना कैसे है, वहां तक, और आपने हम सबको मोटिवेट किया रिसर्च के डायरेक्शन में आगे बढ़ने के लिए. इसके लिए हम सब की तरफ से आपका बहुत बहुत थैंक्स है. अभी मैं हमारे बीच में हैं मिस्टर मुकेश अग्रवाल, मैं उनको इनवाइट करना चाहती हूँ. सर प्लीज आप हम मैम का हम सबकी तरफ से थैंक यू भी करेंगे. और सर के लिए मैं विशेष बताना चाहूंगी, ये जो पूरा स्पिरिचुअल रिसर्च सेल है, इसका जो आइडिया है, इसका जो विजन था, वो सबसे पहले हमारे मुकेश सर के पास ही था, एंड देन हमारे डायरेक्टर्स, हमारे लीडर्स, उन्होंने इस पूरे विजन को एक साकार रूप दिया. और मुकेश सर, नाउ आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज शेयर वोट ऑफ थैंक्स.
थैंक यू चित्रा मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच. वाह क्या सेशन था. पिछले 1.5 घंटे से 1-1.25 घंटे से मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था बस सुनते रहें और सिर्फ सुनते रहें. वंडरफुल. आपने जो चीजें बताई, थिंक नाइस, मतलब मैं एक जो की पॉइंट्स मुझे बेहद खूबसूरत लगे, थिंक नाइस अबाउट पीपल. अभी तक हम वर्क नाइस, एक्शन नाइस, दूसरी चीजों पे बात करते थे, और आज आपने जो बताया थिंक नाइस. थॉट्स भी रेडिएट करती हैं. हमने लैब्स, अपनी लेबोरेटरीज में बहुत सारी चीजों को रेडिएट करते देखा है, लेकिन वंडरफुल नॉलेज वी गॉट दैट इवन थॉट्स आर रेडिएटिंग. तो इस रेडिएशन का भी ध्यान रखना है, एंड डू नॉट ब्लेम. और स्टूडेंट्स को जो आपने बताया ना कि अप्रिशिएट करना है, हाउ अप्रिशिएशन की क्या पावर है, क्या ताकत है, वास्तव में हम लोग इसे इस्तेमाल करने लग जाए तो कमाल हो जाए. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर द अप्रिशिएशन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. एंड ये दो चीजें डेफिनेटली शिवानी बहन, शिवानी सिस्टर, हम आपसे प्रॉमिस करते हैं कि ये दो चीज जरूर करेंगे जो आपने बताई है, नो एंगर जोन एंड नो गॉसिप जोन. बिल्कुल कोशिश करेंगे कि हम अपने कैंपस को पहला देश का ऐसा कैंपस बनाएं कि जहां नो एंगर जोन भी हो और नो कैंपस. कम से कम ये थॉट तो एटलीस्ट लेकर के आए. कितना सफल होते हैं दैट माइट बी अ डिफरेंट थिंग. मजा आ गया सुन करके कि नो एंगर जोन एंड नो गॉसिप जोन. उसके बाद जो आपने कंटेंट बताया, यस रियली कंटेंट वाली चीज पे शायद हम भी कुछ प्रयास यहाँ से कोशिश करते हैं कि हमारे स्टूडेंट 1 घंटा पहले सोने से पहले और सुबह उठने के बाद ना करें. और एक और चीज मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहूंगा दीदी, कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स में हमने एक 5 AM क्लब बनाया है. यहाँ पे एक बुक थी 5 AM क्लब, उससे थोड़ा मोटिवेट होकर के अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक क्लब बनाया. मुझे लगा कि 4-5 बजे तो बहुत, 4 बजे शायद जल्दी हो जाए उनके लिए, हमने तो उनको ये 5 AM क्लब बनाया. एंड नाउ दे आर, उसमें अभी मुश्किल से शायद 40 लोग हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है जैसे टाइम विल कम इट विल इंक्रीज.
But 40 is a very good number. Very, very. We always need only one. एक हो तो miracle start हो जाता है. 40 तो is a very, very big number. Very good.
थैंक यू दीदी. और आपने जो एक चीज बताई, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म कितना यूज करना है, बिल्कुल ये भी हम कोशिश करेंगे अब कि पहले हम अपने पे भी अच्छे से इंप्लीमेंट करें इसको. इवन हम लोग रात को वगैरह यूज नहीं करते, शाम को 8 बजे बाद, बट दिन में भी तो बहुत सारा यूज हो जाता है. मे बी इट अ प्रोफेशनल ओनली, लेकिन विल इंप्लीमेंट ऑन फर्स्ट आवरसेल्व्स, देन विल ट्राई टू इंप्लीमेंट विद आवर स्टूडेंट साइड. अच्छा, हमारे एक डिजिटल वेलनेस पे एक सेशन हुआ, बाला किशोर भाई ने लिया. इट वाज अ वंडरफुल सेशन, रियली वंडरफुल सेशन. और जो आपने चीजें बताई थी उसको एनफोर्स कर दिया तो वो चीज बिल्कुल पक्के से हो गई. और जो आपने वेजिटेरियन वाली बात बताई, शायद राजस्थान इज अ रीजन जहां जैन कम्युनिटी बहुत ज्यादा है. हमारे कॉलेज में जैन कम्युनिटी बहुत सारी है, और हमारे प्रमोटर्स आर टोटली वेजिटेरियन. ऑल प्रमोटर्स आर टोटली वेजिटेरियन. तो राजस्थान में इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बड़ा आसान है. और जो हाई एनर्जी, लेकिन यहाँ तक जो आपने इसके आगे जो एक स्टेप की बात कही, ठीक है वेजिटेरियन फूड तो बहुत है और बहुत लोग करते भी हैं, बट हाई एनर्जी फूड, उस वेजिटेरियन फूड को हाई एनर्जी फूड कैसे बना दिया जाए, रियली ये सारी ऐसी चीजें थी जो लाइफ चेंजिंग सेमिनार है, लाइफ चेंजिंग वर्कशॉप है. किसी ने 1 घंटे में से इन चीजें निकली हुई बातों को यदि 50% भी हमने फॉलो किया, रियली वंडरफुल. थैंक यू वेरी वेरी मच दीदी. और फ्रॉम द हार्ट ऑफ और ऑल JECRC फाउंडेशन पीपल, आपको जान के एक और आश्चर्य होगा और बहुत खुशी भी होगी कि हमारे यहाँ जो थॉट लेबोरेटरी है उसमें 12 एक्सपेरिमेंट है. 6 महीने का एक लैब है ये, उसके 12 एक्सपेरिमेंट है. तो हम 4000 स्टूडेंट्स में से अभी केवल 60 स्टूडेंट को 30-30 के 2 बैच लेते हैं, और उसके लिए लाइन लगती है. हर बार ऐसा लगता है कि इस बैच में हमारा भी सिलेक्शन हो जाए. तो और उस 60 स्टूडेंट का पहला असाइनमेंट जो है ना, दैट इज ऑब्जर्वेशन एंड क्रिएशन ऑफ थॉट. पहला असाइनमेंट है ऑब्जर्व दी थॉट. थॉट को ऑब्जर्व करना सीखें कि हाँ, जैसे पिक्चर में पट्टी चलती है और उसको हम देखते हैं, तो हम क्या अपने मन के स्क्रीन पे चलने वाली थॉट्स को ऑब्जर्व कर पा रहे हैं. और दूसरी चीज, कैसे हमें नए थॉट्स और पावरफुल थॉट्स क्रिएट करने हैं. मुझे लगता है दीदी आप हमारा हैंड होल्डिंग करें इस मामले में, तो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स इस मामले में बहुत आगे जा सकते हैं. दे कैन बी अ रोल मॉडल. और एक और छोटी चीज, क्योंकि आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से, आपने भी इंजीनियरिंग किया है, आप इस चीज को समझ पाएंगे. आज से 4 साल पहले हमारे कोई भी ऐसे एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं होते थे, या ऐसे गैजेट्स नहीं होते थे, ऐसे फाइनल ईयर प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं होते थे जो कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी पे हों। अभी हमारे यहाँ 40 ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं जो कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी पे हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक आपको बहुत खुशी होगी, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट जो चल रहा है अभी उस पे, कि एक स्टूडेंट ने 3D प्रिंटर से एक फेस का पूरा बना करके, और आप उसके आंख के आगे कुछ लेके जाएंगे ऑब्जेक्ट के फेस के आगे, तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट बोलेगा आई एम द सोल विच कैन सी। आप उसको कुछ मुंह में एक पॉइंट कुछ डालेंगे, सेंसर्स लगे हुए हैं सारे टोटल्स, तो वो सेंसर्स टेस्ट करके बोलेगा आई एम द सोल विच कैन टेस्ट, हु कैन टेस्ट। तो वो एक सोल पे जैसे एक्सपेरिमेंट करने वाली बात है। एक स्टूडेंट ने एक ऐसा छोटा सा टेलीफोन बनाने पे काम कर रहे हैं कि कैंपस में लगा हुआ है, आपका माइंड खराब हो गया, आप जाइए कैंपस में उस फोन का रिसीवर उठाइए और उस पर क्लिक कीजिए, वो आपका माइंड इनहांस कर देगा। उस पर कुछ ऐसा एक दो लाइन आपके भी कुछ वर्ड्स उसमें हैं कि एक कोट आएगा उसके अंदर कि आज मुझे कोट का कुछ कोट सुनना है। तो इस पे भी बड़े इस तरह के 40 डिफरेंट ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम कर रहे हैं जो कि रियली एक स्पिरिचुअलिटी से ऐड होने का हमें भी फायदा मिल रहा है उसका। अच्छा, हम एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल और देंगे। एक मेरिटोरियस स्टूडेंट था, 10th तक उसकी मेरिट थी, उसके 18 बैक्स आ गए। यहाँ पे फर्स्ट ईयर के अंदर आने के बाद 18 बैक्स, कुछ उसका डेविएट हो गया अपने रिलेशनशिप से और दूसरे प्रॉब्लम से। बाद में उसने जब उसने मेडिटेशन सेंटर ज्वाइन किया, मेडिटेशन सेंटर ज्वाइन करने के बाद ही क्लियर्ड ऑल दी बैक्स, और फाइनल ईयर जब निकला 4 साल में पूरा किया उसने अपना, और न केवल 4 साल में पूरा किया और प्लेसमेंट भी उसको मिल गया। नाउ ही इज अ रोल मॉडल, और लोगों को भी वो भी ही आल्सो सेज द पीपल कि कैसे मेडिटेशन हमारी लाइफ बदल सकता है। वंस अगेन थैंक यू वेरी मच। हमारे जो विजनरी लीडर हैं ओपी अग्रवाल साहब, हमारे जो लीडर हैं इस संस्थान के, 20 साल पहले केवल 200 स्टूडेंट्स के साथ हमने ये शुरू किया था, और आज करीब करीब 10,000 से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट इस संस्थान में कार्यरत हैं और नॉर्थ इंडिया में एक अच्छा नाम रखते हैं। और इन सब का पूरा श्रेय हमारे ओपी अग्रवाल साहब को जाते हैं। और ओपी अग्रवाल साहब के साथ साथ उनके मैं एक अमित अग्रवाल जी की भी थैंक यू करना चाहूंगा। वो अमित अग्रवाल जी माउंट आबू जा करके आए, और माउंट आबू जाने के बाद जो उन्होंने देखा, उसके बाद ही उन्होंने आते ही हमें एक बात कही कि आप इस थॉट मैनेजमेंट, राजयोगा थॉट लेबोरेटरी के काम को तेजी से आगे बढ़ाइए। और कभी भी जनरली मैंने देखा है इस तरह की चीजें होती हैं तो उसे फंड की हमेशा दिक्कत आती है, बट आई रियली थैंक्स टू अवर ऑर्गेनाइजर्स मैनेजमेंट, कभी हमें इस तरह के काम में कभी फंड्स की प्रॉब्लम इन्होंने आने नहीं दी। many thanks to with the tons of idea of our Amit Agarwal sir and Arpit Agarwal sir.
कितनी ब्लेसिंग्स मिलेंगी सबकी उनको।
और विशेष थैंक्स प्रोफेसर स्वामीनाथन जी, बाला किशोर जी और ईवी गिरीश जी, जिनके पिछले 3 दिन से हम सेशन सुन रहे हैं। और वंडरफुल सेशन स्वामीनाथन जी ने जो लिया मैनेजिंग द सेल्फ पे, वंडरफुल सेशन ईवी गिरीश जी का जो रहा सोल और एनर्जी ऑफ द सोल्स पे, बाला किशोर जी ने डिजिटल वेलनेस पे हमें समझाया। इट वाज रियली वंडरफुल सेशन। हमारे प्रिंसिपल सर प्रोफेसर चांदना साहब, आप भी माउंट आबू विजिट करके आए, अपने पूरे परिवार के साथ विजिट करके आए, एंड ही इज आल्सो हैविंग वंडरफुल कैरिस्मेटिक पर्सनालिटी। एंड थैंक यू टू आवर प्रेसिडेंट डीपी मिश्रा सर, एंड सारे जो हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट 700 के करीब जो यहाँ सुन रहे हैं, उन सब को भी बहुत बहुत थैंक्स, जो 3 दिनों से इन सारी अच्छी अच्छी चीजों को सुन रहे हैं, और न केवल सुन रहे हैं बल्कि असाइनमेंट भी सारे पूरे करके दे रहे हैं। हालांकि एक टीचर से असाइनमेंट करवाना, टीचर के लिए असाइनमेंट देना बड़ा आसान है, लेकिन दे ऑल आर गिविंग देयर असाइनमेंट्स टू ऑन द टाइम। एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, उस परमपिता परमात्मा और सर्वशक्तिमान को धन्यवाद जिसने हमें इतनी ताकत दी कि हम इस काम को कर सकें। और एक बार फिर रिक्वेस्ट है शिवानी दीदी आपसे कि आप हमारे इस रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट्स और राजयोग थॉट लैब के साथ एक हमारी हैंड होल्डिंग कीजिए ताकि हम आगे भी कुछ इसमें कर सकें।
जरूर, डेफिनेटली, सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
मुकेश जी, बीच में कुछ बोल सकता हूँ?
जी, और प्रिंसिपल सर वीके चांदना सर वांट्स टू से समथिंग।
श्योर,
मैं कुछ ज्यादा नहीं, सिर्फ शिवानी जी आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपने आज एक बहुत अच्छा सेशन हमारे बच्चों, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के लिए लिया। आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाह रहे थे कि क्या आप महीने में 1 घंटा हमारे बच्चों और फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के लिए अगर आप निकाल पाएं तो वी वुड बी थैंकफुल टू यू, ताकि लोग सब जुड़ेंगे। भाई यही कहना था। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
जरूर, शुक्रिया जी, बहुत बहुत थैंक यू। ओम शांति। थैंक यू।
ओवर टू यू चित्रा दीदी। वॉइस ऑन कीजिए आपकी।
थैंक यू सो मच शिवानी दीदी, मुकेश सर, थैंक यू। सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो भी एफटीपी के पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं उन सबके लिए गुड न्यूज़ है कि ये जर्नी हमारी आज ही फिनिश नहीं हुई है। वी विल कंटिन्यू दिस जर्नी फॉर नेक्स्ट 7 more days। आप सभी को आज जो फीडबैक फॉर्म मिलेगा उसमें एक ऑप्शन होगा, इफ यू विश टू कंटिन्यू फॉर 7 more days 1 hour per day, that is 3 to 4, or you can share there your feasible timings so that we can plan accordingly। बट हम कल फिर से मिलेंगे 3 बजे। तो आप सभी को फिर से हम वेलकम करते हैं, इनवाइट करते हैं इस नई जर्नी में। जो हमने सीखा है उसको और अपने अंदर एम्पावर करेंगे और आगे अपने लाइफ को, अपनी फैमिली मेंबर्स को, स्वयं को, अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। थैंक यू दीदी।
एंड कर दूं? हाँ, वीडियो बंद किया आपने? नहीं।